Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. You just saw some clips from last week, but I didn't talk to the camera, so I thought I would include those in this week's vlog. It's actually already Tuesday and Lucas is gone for a moment, and I thought this would be the perfect time to wrap his gifts because Friday is his birthday, but it's rarely that he isn't here, so this is my chance to wrap it without him noticing. So let's do that. So I have the present right here, some tape, a ribbon that I recycled. We never have wrapping paper in the house because I think personally that it's wasteful. So we use like tissue paper, and like this is paper, very pretty, from like our toilet rolls. I always keep this to wrap presents in. This is a bit big, so we're gonna tape some pieces together. I have this mountain pattern and this hokusai wave pattern. And while I'm wrapping, I wanted to talk to you guys, keep you up to date, how I'm feeling, what I'm up to. I bought him 2 t-shirts for the gym, Iron Panda. He asked for these, so. But yeah, how am I doing? I am feeling super overwhelmed as usual, especially with social media. I feel like with my social media growing a little bit, I feel the pressure to post more, to be more present on social media, and at the same time I'm really struggling with creative block, so I'm panicking. And I feel like, especially like on YouTube, I feel like I have to stay relevant, so I have to post at least once a week. Also, I can tell that my vlogs don't do as well as my other content, but I love making vlogs. But also it's discouraging when you don't have views on your content that you put a lot of effort in. So sometimes it's like a little bit of a struggle to find balance in what do I like to create and what do people like to watch, if you get me. I'm really struggling with that at the moment. Also, especially on TikTok, I know comparison is the thief of joy, but I do it. I compare myself to others, to friends of mine, to people I follow online that are extremely talented and so nice people, but I sometimes find myself being jealous of them if their content performs well and mine doesn't. I feel like, especially on TikTok, I'm in a bit of a rut because my views are very low. People are unfollowing every time I post. Like, it's really discouraging, to say the least. I really love making content. I love being creative. I really consider it as a hobby, but it does sting a little bit when other people's content is more successful and like you see them gaining followers and views and getting opportunities. And I'm genuinely super happy for people that get those opportunities and like gain followers and gain engagement. I'm really a girl's girl, so I'm really supportive of people. I'm also always gonna comment and like on those people's content, but also sometimes I am intimidated. Then when my video flops again and gets like 300 views and 20 likes or something, then I feel like a failure, and it's also very demotivating. And also I'm starting to think in a way of like, oh, maybe I should create that kind of content because it gets a lot of views or a lot of likes, while that kind of content isn't necessarily my style or suits me or is authentic to me. So then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that because it's not who I am. But apparently the sort of content that I'm making is less popular maybe to a large crowd. Also because I make content in several niches, I think. I do lifestyle, I do fashion, I do mental health. I started making tattoo content, and maybe that confuses the algorithm or confuses people that see my content. I am a jack of all trades in my real life. I've always been, and I have so much interests and I have several passions. So I don't want to choose one niche because I don't want to box myself in. And yeah, I know that growth is slower then, but I'm not even growing. I'm plateauing / losing followers, and that's the thing that is frustrating. I feel like I am in a pretty unhealthy spot at the moment, social media wise. I feel like I compare myself a lot to other people. I feel like I get demotivated because my views are down. So I don't know, maybe I should take a break, but I'm also scared of taking a break because I feel that then I will lose even more followers. And yeah, it's just scary sometimes and demotivating. It's just hard sometimes to navigate and to stay authentic and to not give up and to stay close to who you are as a person and not let views and likes and followers get into your head and be the reason you make certain content. Of course you have to create content for your audience, but I also do it for myself, and I feel like as someone who has a history with severe burnout, I feel like I should be careful and protect myself to not fall into the trap of not being good enough again and having to work harder and more and faster to be good enough, because that does not define your worth as a person. I'm saying this to you guys, but I also need to hear that myself sometimes, because I have fallen a victim for that, and I'm still very sensitive to linking my worth as a person to my productivity and my success on a professional level. And yeah, you shouldn't do that, but I think it's pretty humanly responsible. But yeah, that's what I've been struggling with lately. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm gonna keep making content on my tempo, the things I like, and if you want to follow along, then follow along, and if you don't, then don't. But I want to be as authentically me and as unapologetically me as I can possibly be, and I need to sometimes remind myself of that. And if you needed a reminder or you needed a sign that you need to be yourself, you don't have to care about likes, views, comments, then let this be your sign that that does not matter. That is not the point of creating content. Of course it's nice to get engagement and new followers and growing your community, but it's not the point. The point is to stay close to yourself, to bring yourself and the world value by the person that you are, with your personality, with your passions. Going viral is not important in life. It just isn't, and I need to remind myself of that. But sometimes it's hard when you compare yourself to others, which you also shouldn't do, but I'm guilty of it as well. Also, what do you guys think of my professional wrapping job? I think it's turned out cute. Let's do the other one. Also, I only needed 2 for one t-shirt instead of 3, so that's good. But yeah, that's where I'm at social media wise. I really dislike TikTok right now. I feel like the algorithm hates me, but yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep posting things that I like, that I want to make. And yeah, if you want to follow along, then you follow along. If you don't, then you don't. But I'm gonna stay me. Then tattoo wise, I have an update for you guys. I started an apprenticeship with my mentor who taught me how to tattoo in her studio. It's going slow, but it's going. I've had a couple of clients that I was able to tattoo some flash designs on. If you are in Belgium and you're curious about my designs and stuff, you can find them on Instagram. You can also find the studio on Instagram. So if you ever want to get tattooed by me or you're just curious, you can check it out there. But I'm so happy that some of the clients that I tattooed during my training actually come back to get paid work done, which I find I'm so grateful for that. And also so grateful for the opportunity that I got from my mentor to join her studio to get experience. Also, I got to know a couple of people already that are in the client base of the studio that I'm able to work with as well now. I would say it's going well. I still feel pretty insecure about my own work, but my clients are happy with the work that I do, so then I'm happy as well, and I try to practice as much as possible at home on fake skin as well. So I'm planning on building that up slowly but steadily, do some clients here and there, practice as much as I can at home to slowly but surely get better, get cleaner, and also develop my style. That's also something that I'm struggling with, because some styles are really trendy right now and people who do them get a lot of likes, views, engagement on their videos, and I'm like, should I do that too because that's popular? But I don't align with those styles, and that is not necessarily what I want to do going forward, or that I see myself doing going forward, so I should not do it then. You want to get clients and stuff like that, so you're like, should I do things that are just popular just to do them? But I want to focus on styles that I want to develop in and that I want to do, like small, dainty, quirky designs, pop culture things, lettering. I want to get good at lettering. Lettering is hard, guys. So I constantly need to remind myself that I need to go back to who I am as an artist, and like that no one is the same. And of course, there are gonna be people that are better at drawing than me and that are better artists than me, maybe. But art is subjective, you know? Some people like this, other people like that. Also, how cool is this t-shirt? Today, I'm a serious goose. I think it's really important as an artist to find your own direction, because there are tons of great artists out there, but everyone's different. And that is your beauty and your power, that you're different than other people. But I sometimes fall into the trap of like, oh, this person is so good, maybe I should do something similar, while that's just not me, and I have to develop my own style. And of course, you're always inspired by other people, but you still need to find your own way. Take your own little pieces and put it together and make your own style. And that is really what I need to be working on, I think. But as I said, I'm in a bit of a creative block, so it's hard. My drawing sessions make me cry sometimes because they're not going the way I want them to go. And then I get frustrated because I have a vision, but it's not coming to life on paper the way that I envisioned it, and it makes me mad. So how's it going? I feel like I'm growing so much. I've learned so much. I've grown so much in like skills and as a person in the last 2 to 3 months. But yeah, the return on investment isn't as high at the moment, but that is a phase that I have to go through, because I saw a TikTok yesterday and that really stuck by me. The person said, I don't know anymore who it was, but the person said, most people give up because they don't realize that it is normal in a process for the first couple of months that you have no idea what you're doing. And you sit in that unknowingly feeling of like, I don't know what I'm doing, for like at least 2 to 3 months, and that is normal. So I'm really still in that phase. I'm feeling like I'm slowly maybe growing out of it, but not as fast as I would want to. That I'm slowly starting to know what I'm doing, but still like 95% of the time I don't. And I need to remind myself that that is normal, that everyone goes through a phase before they're successful, that they're just trying everything, experimenting, just doing the thing without really knowing what you're doing, and that is completely normal. So if you needed to hear that, if you're also a bit in a rut, if you learn something new, or if you're an entrepreneur, you're walking a new path, that it is normal in the first couple of months that you have no idea what you're doing. And it is also normal that if you learn something new, that you're not instantly good at it. That's also something I needed to learn and I needed to face, because I've always been the child that if I can't do it within 2 seconds, then I was just going to cry and like be like, I cannot do it, it's not for me. The first time I held my tattoo machine and I pulled my first lines, I really needed to push back the tears, and I was gonna cry and I was gonna throw that machine over there. But because I had a mentor and like other students next to me, I couldn't do that, and I persevered, and I'm happy that I did, because now I'm doing things. Okay, I'm still a beginner, I'm not perfect at all, but I'm doing things that I wouldn't dare dreaming of doing. I would have never believed a year ago that I would be capable of the stuff that I'm doing right now. It's important to really remember that you cannot be good at something in 2 seconds, and also figuring it out takes time, months, for some people even years. Like I've been on a journey of looking for myself and looking for direction in my life for quite some time now, literally years, and I'm finally starting maybe to get clear direction, to get a plan for my life. But it's still uncertain, because the creative path is also a path of a lot of uncertainty. Also, check how cute this is. But yeah, it's the path I'm choosing because it is the path that will make me happy in the long run. I'm 100% sure of that. So yeah, I didn't mean to go that deep, and I didn't mean to yap to you for so long. I see 25 minutes on my timer, so I'm just gonna wrap these together and then I'm gonna go on with my day. I maybe wanted to film a closet clean out, but that will be another video. Maybe I'll clean out my drawers and film it for this vlog. I don't know. I'm feeling in a cleaning mood. I need to clean out my closets for summer, reevaluate my wardrobe. So yeah, I'm feeling in a spring cleaning mood, although it's almost summer. I see you guys when I film next this week, because there are some events, some nice, some less nice coming up this week, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me as much as I can. It's actually next day already, but I'm gonna do some organizing. I'm really sorry if you can hear the air conditioning. It is hot in Belgium. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So hi, I'm gonna clean this up, tidy it, and get the dust off of it because it's embarrassing. And yeah, don't mind our chair. I did get all the dirty clothes in the washing, so it just looks messy, but it isn't really. And we're washing our sheets, so our blankets are up there. Then I want to tidy up the junk drawer and my makeup drawer. This is all the makeup I own. So I think that makeup wise, I'm not overreacting. And then I also want to clean up my underwear drawer. There's a lot of underwear in there that's like old and doesn't fit me anymore. So I want to get rid of that and like make it more tidy. And then these are all clothes and things that are on Vinted, but this box is very unhandy to store in my wardrobe, so I'm gonna transfer this into this bag so I can store it more easily. And yeah, after all that is finished, I will get started on like my wardrobes. I'm gonna do a closet clean out. If you want to see that video, that will be up soon, so subscribe if you want to see that. Yeah, let's get cracking. I'm sweating already. Okay, I just took a little break, but I just emptied my makeup drawer. That drawer also holds my jewelry, so I'm gonna look through my makeup if I can get it any cleaner. Also, if there are products that are expired or like just gone off, because I don't really look at the expiration date. If you didn't know, I do a project pan, so I'm not gonna declutter because I need to use up the stuff that I own. I have an empties video from quarter 1 up on my channel. Go watch that if that's something you're interested in. Also, quarter 2 is coming soon, so if you don't want to miss that, subscribe. Anyway, let's see what we're working with. So actually this is already pretty organized, but I want to see if I can do it even more efficient. And also I'm gonna look if there's any more makeup in the bathroom and put it in here as well. And then like I have all my jewelry here. I did clean up my trinket, so I have a pretty large trinket here to put in the jewelry that I wear on a regular basis, and then the ones I don't regularly wear I put away in their boxes. Not sponsored, but you can tell that I'm a Warped Sense fan. I also have some stuff from Boho Moon. I have some stuff from A Cute Color. Not sponsored at all. I just love their stuff. And yeah, I also have a lot of heirlooms and stuff like that. Old jewelry from my mom, old jewelry from my aunt. I'm gonna make a new selection. I also have some jewelry in the living room. I'm gonna grab that box and I'm gonna take what I haven't been wearing lately and put it back in their packaging. And I'm gonna switch some things out that I want to wear and put them in my trinkets. So I will wear them. If I can see them, I will wear them, if that makes sense. Is anyone else like that? Because I am. Okay. Bye.